What is good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is my review of Naomi, episode 4. The saga continues. Piece by piece, we're uncovering the mysteries behind the show. And after retrieving a disc from Zambadu, Naomi discovers that she's actually from Earth 29. So let's get into it. Now in the comics, Earth 29 is the opposite of Earth 14. In the structure of the multiverse, it's the closest known universe to the nightmare side of the dreams realm. So the chaos aspect of the sphere of gods. I won't go too much into it, but it's about as weird as weirds can be. And why am I bringing this up? I'll explain. This is the world of the Bizarroverse. Its damaged laws of physics given rise to Bizarro on that planet. But now Oliver McQueen did some shuffling around after Crisis, so I believe that much like Earth 2's original Harrison Wells home, which has now switched and become the planet of Stargirl and the JSA ISA, I believe Earth 29 has also changed and shifted away from its previous world, thanks to Oliver Queen. Another reason why this is important, guys, is could it be the reason why Bizarro is actually on Earth Prime, currently battling Superman? We've seen the multiverse characters make a shift to Earth Prime before, haven't we? Batman's Kate Kane's sister, Beth, she also came through to our world from an alternative universe. And only because one can survive, the multiverse version of Beth died on the Batwoman show. The problem is, Superman is our version of Bizarro. And it may be why he's having those mental problems and the pain that he's going through on the Superman and Lois show. How this relates to Naomi from the comics is she's supposed to be her world's sole survivor. In short, Earth 29 is supposed to no longer exist. Now the comic book and the CW versions of Naomi share a lot of the same origin story, I agree, but they already have a few differences between them that are starting to show through the cracks. And this is a welcome treat for comic readers like myself, and that the story will be vastly different from the comics, as I said in episode 1's review. Right now, it's very close to uncovering the truth behind her origin. Under the guidance of Dee, she's learning how to control her powers even more with each passing episode. At the end of last week's episode, it was revealed that her mum and dad explained that they are both hiking in the woods when they notice bright lights falling from the sky, and that's how this episode starts. While searching for the wreckage, they find an abandoned child on a glowing disc. While they admit they were wrong for not having told her sooner, so wrong, they explain that there was never the right time to tell her. Always the same tropes, isn't it? Never the right time. Anyway, Naomi invites Dee to her house to meet her parents as she finally tells the entire truth. After she confronts Zambadu, demanding he gives her the disc back, he does, which is quite strange. Spent all this time trying to not let her have it, only to just hand it over to her when she asks, which I find really weird. And saying that she doesn't understand what she's getting into. Well, damn, why don't you tell her then? That's what I thought. Everyone keeps telling her you don't understand, you don't understand, you don't understand. Dee says you don't understand. Zambadu says you don't understand. The other lady who's with Zambadu says you don't understand. Just tell her. And then maybe, just maybe, she can understand. So anyway, guys, in an attempt to decode the disc, Naomi causes a massive power outrage, but manages to extract some information from it, which leads her to meet Akira. Akira explains that both she and Naomi are from Earth 29 and that Zambadu is not to be trusted, seeing that he ruined their homeworld. She also explains that the purpose of the disc was to help them find each other. So a few things here. In the comics, the homeworld was destroyed, and on the TV show, the homeworld is actually still there, but it's in tatters. I think we can get that, because when we see a strange man who hunts down Naomi, he claimed that many people were looking for her, and that he was there to take her back to Earth 29. So this confirms that her planet wasn't destroyed like in the comics. Thankfully, Dee fights him off, and she lives to fight another day. Also, I talked about this love triangle and how bad it was for the show and how they need to get rid of it. Last week, we saw them trying to kind of put an end to it. And this week, Naomi accepts her feelings for Nathan. She shares a kiss with him at the end of the episode, and I think a lot of it came down to clarity. So I said last week that she just wanted to discover who she was before going into a relationship. So this makes sense to me. But I wish she would have told Nathan that in the first place. Maybe he would have understood. Maybe he would have offered his support. But overall, guys, this episode is an improvement on last week, which isn't really saying much, and it's a 7 out of 10 for me. But I'm really looking forward to seeing the things coming together now. So the father, the mother, how are they going to change with their guidance to Naomi? Now they know about Dee, what's going to happen with Dee. Where is Badu going to start to enact his plan? What is his plan? All of these things we have to understand. They still haven't really touched upon the 29 though, which Badu and Naomi are a part of. You know, there were 29 people that were infused on that planet before it all went haywire. So, and those are the people that are the majority of Zembadu's crew. But this is being uncovered week by week as it goes along. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are of this episode. I would love to hear that in the comment section below, and I'll speak to you guys in the next one. Peace out.